What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're actually going to be doing a shoulder routine, and this is actually what I call my failure shoulder routine. Now, why I call it the failure shoulder routine is pretty standard. So what you do is every exercise you're going to failure. It's based on overtraining, kind of overexertion of the muscle. It's not something I would recommend doing if you're a beginner at all, but the basis behind it is pretty much you do drop sets or supersets or monster sets until you hit failure at every exercise. So you just go until you hit failure, go to your next exercise, go until you hit failure, go to your next exercise, go until you hit failure, and then you're done with one set. So what I started with was rear delts and traps. So I did TRX, rear delts, and really did almost like a fly movement with a rowing movement. Then I went into a straight dumbbell fly for your rear delts, bent over, and then from there I went straight into shrugs. So the footage that you're seeing here is pretty much just me going throughout failure throughout the entire exercise, and then you'll see me grab the bigger dumbbells and go through shrugs. Now, when I do shrugs, I never go heavy. I have decent sized traps for my body type, and my upper back as well is also getting pretty big, so I don't need to do a whole lot of trap work in order for them to grow, and I definitely don't need to go heavy. A lot of times you see guys go heavy, they forget half of the movement. They don't focus on the contraction, and they don't focus on the negative aspect of the movement. They just pull it up and think that if they pull up 700 pounds that the traps are going to get bigger. Well, you know, there's 3 parts to every movement, so you can say yours works, I can say mine works. My traps are pretty good size, so it works for me. So that's why I do what I do. Now, that was set 1 that you just saw. I did a few more sets, obviously. I'm only going to show you a couple of them. But you do pretty much 4 to 6 sets of the 3 exercises that you'll see in this video, and then you're pretty much done with the workout, which is nice. So you can really bust it out in like a half hour. You just have to make sure that you have, you know, the weights and the space available at the gym in order to do it. Alright guys, so my second exercise is my overhead press monster set. Now a monster set is 4 sets back to back to back to back. So I do 50, 40, 30, 20. I rep out as many as I can. A lot of people will actually do a 20-pound increment. So they'll start at like 80, 60, 40, 20 or 100, 80, 60, 40. It's really whatever you want to do. I do by 10-pound increments just because I feel like I hit failure a little bit quicker and I'm not doing so many reps. The thing with overhead presses is it's mainly your front delt, and because I hit my front delts pretty much whenever I'm doing chest or back anyway, like your shoulders are getting worked when you're doing chest and back, I really try to limit the amount of front delt, pure front delt work that I do. So I always do other exercises first. I never focus on my front delts because they're already proportionate to my body. My side delts and my rear delts are much more important to me. So in this video that you're seeing, I'm actually going up and down the rack right now. So I'm going 50s all the way down to 20s, doing as many reps as I can. As soon as I can't do another rep, I do a couple more force with using my legs as momentum, and then I drop down to the next weight and keep going till I'm at complete failure with 20 pounds. So it gives you just a ton of reps, gets that blood really flowing in there, and really makes you hit failure really, really quick. The other nice thing about this is you get all those stabilizer muscles because you're standing up. So you'll notice if you're on like a military press or you're using a bench, it really it really allows you to just use your shoulders a little bit more. You don't get those stabilizer muscles. And sometimes I really, really like to, kind of flare out those stabilizer muscles, really pull as much of my body into my workout as I can, really get that sweat going. It's really important to me to keep cardio throughout my workouts as well, because I don't get to do quite as much cardio as I want to. So that's why you see me do what I do. So I did 5 or 6 sets of this, and then that's about it. So I think actually 5 of this. This one was a rough one. So again, go till you really feel like you can't really get a quality one anymore, and then you're fine. After that, you're really good to go. So watch the rest of this workout, guys. This is the overhead press. Again, monster set. Alright guys, the last exercise I did today was a side lateral raise superset. So obviously this is at the end of my workout. I do about 7 or 8 sets of side lateral raises at the end of my workout just because I really like to end with the cap, that nice shoulder cap. I really feel all the blood really get in there, and I can really go to complete exhaustion because it's my last exercise of the workout. So it really just pushes me to go a little bit harder. When I do these, again, you'll notice that my thumbs are not underneath the weights. They're on the sides of the weights, and the reason they're not underneath is because it puts a little bit more tension on that side delt. You'll notice I go to my hips. I do not put the weight out in front of me and swing my rear delts into it. I want all side lateral raise, all side delts. So you won't see me cheat. You see I'll stop the weight at the bottom. I'm not using momentum to swing the weights around until the very last rep or two. and then I'll actually switch it up and use a little bit of momentum. But you'll see me go straight down to my sides, come straight back out, and that puts maximum tension. Now, you'll see a lot of guys at the gym with these tiny little baby shoulders, you know, throwing around 50, 60-pound weights on side lateral raises, and then you see me next to them doing 25s or 30s, and they're always asking me, how'd you get your shoulders so big? Well, it's not just genetics. It's understanding what you're doing, understanding how to work the muscle you're trying to work, and getting momentum out of it. You can use your whole body to move a whole bunch of weight, but if you're trying to work a certain part of your body, that part of your body should be moving the weight. It's pretty simple. It's pretty basic information, pretty simple to understand that I want to work the muscle that I want to work, and the less other muscles working, the more emphasis there is on that particular muscle. So whenever you're going through a workout, try to do as much isolation as possible. Yes, compound movements are important, but if you're really targeting a specific muscle group, stick with it, and you're going to notice a huge difference. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going to let the rest of these sets run out, and let me know what you guys think of the workout in the comments below if you tried it yourself. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.